We're going to go ahead and talk about command separation and grouping. So Bash provides two ways to group all a list of commands to be executed as a unit. So placing a list of commands between parentheses causes a subshell environment to be created. And each of these commands is listed to be executed in the subshell. So we have an example of some commands. We have add user, user delete, add group, and delete group. So add user adds a user to the system. User delete deletes the user account and related files. Add group adds a group to the system. And delete group removes a group from the system. Background execution. So in Linux terminology and in Unix in general, a background process is a process that is started from a shell or terminal and then runs independently, so in the background. When a background process has been launched from a terminal session, the same terminal will be immediately available to execute other commands. In contrast, a foreground process takes control of the terminal when launched, preventing any other command to run till it has finished. So as an example, when we run yes example1 and we redirect that to dev null, the process yes example1 being redirected to dev null is running in foreground and it is taking the control of the terminal entirely. The only way to get out of this is to hit Control Z and terminate the process. Guys, I showed this to you in our last session. I'll show it again. When I run that sleep command, let me clear my screen. So when I run sleep 60, you see I don't have control of my terminal here, right? No matter what I type in, it's not going to let me do it. So I have to hit Control Z and it frees up that process. Now if I do sleep 60 and I use an ampersand sign to throw that process in the background, see it tells you the process or the job has been created. Now I have free reign on the terminal. It can actually start doing stuff while that command is running. Okay. So before, that process was running in the foreground. Now, when it's running in the background, I have control of my terminal. Okay. Is that, hopefully that makes sense. So you don't want to always run stuff in the foreground. Sometimes it's good to run stuff in the background so you can keep doing things. So we're going to look at file name expansion. So another way to save time in your commands is to use special characters to abbreviate file names. You can specify many files at once by using these characters. This feature of the shell is sometimes called globbing. So MS-DOS provides a few crude features of this type. You can use a question mark to mean any character and an asterisk to mean any string of characters. Unix provides these wildcards too, but in a more robust and rigorous way. So we have some examples here. So let's say you have a directory containing the following C source files. We do ls. This is kind of hard to read here, guys, but we see we have this C file, this C file, this one, and this one, okay? So to list the three files containing the digits in the names, we could enter ls, we see inventory, and then we put the little question mark in the middle of it, and then j.c. And it's going to list all the ones that have 1, 2, and 3 here, right? Okay, just like we saw up here, 1, 2, 3. It lists these 3 here, but doesn't list these 2 because they didn't have numbers in the middle, okay? So the shell's looking for a single character to replace the question mark. Thus it displayed 1, 2, and 3, but not the ones without the numbers in the middle, right?